Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to do a slightly different video for what I normally do on my channel. Yeah, so just bear with me because I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I've got a cup of tea, I'm a little bit more relaxed and I haven't got any makeup on, and there's a reason that I haven't got makeup on. Back when I was in my teens, I struggled really badly with my acne. As you can see, I've got a lot of scars from that and I've still got active spots now. When I went to the doctors when I was younger, they would constantly just say, it's just because you're a teenager, it's just your hormones, it's just this, it's just that. They also tried me on a lot of different pills, a lot of different kind of antibiotics, everything that you could possibly think of they tried, and it didn't really work. It didn't really clear up any of my acne. Sometimes it made it worse. I was just losing a fighting battle with the doctors. It wasn't until I got to about the age of 20 that I realised that I wasn't really a teenager anymore. I was coming into kind of early adulthood. I was still having really horrendous spots. I'd spoken to a few people. I'd also kind of done a lot of research on adult acne and how it kind of works and why it happens and how to get rid of it and all these different things, and I found out about a drug called Roaccutane. Unfortunately, Roaccutane, you can't just go into your doctors and they can just prescribe it. It's got to be prescribed by a dermatologist. I went into my doctors and said, I want to go on Roaccutane, and I know it's a specialist drug and all of this sort of thing. Told them why I wanted it without them really going into too much detail. So they obviously knew that I'd done my research, they knew that I knew the pros and the cons, and they said, yeah, that's fine, we'll refer you over to the dermatologist. Quite quickly, I saw the dermatologist and yeah, I started my course of Roaccutane. It is a really strong drug. It is basically an antibiotic, but it basically takes all of the oils from your skin, so it dries you up, really dries you up actually, and it makes your pores loads smaller. So I thought it was just a kind of one-hit wonder thing, so you just have it and then that's it. You can't have it again because it is so strong and because of all the precautions that you take, which I'll go into in a little bit more detail shortly. But it doesn't. So I did it for about, I think I was on it for the first time for about 4 months. All cleared up, my skin was brilliant. Had a little bit of scars left, but that I could deal with. The fact that I didn't have spots all the time was amazing. But in the last, I'm now 25, and in the last 2 years, I've been getting all my spots back again, and I just kind of put it down to kind of stress or changing my diet or lots of different things really. It wasn't until I went for a routine mole check and had that taken off. Obviously you go to a dermatologist for that. He asked me what I was going to do about my acne. So I was like, oh, okay, and explained what happened in the past. He said, well, it is really common for people that have been on Roaccutane once to go back on it and in a few years and continue that until you no longer go back on it. I was not aware of this whatsoever. So cut a very long story short, today I went for my consultation and I'm now back on Roaccutane, and I'm so excited about this. The reason I'm sharing it with you guys is because when I was growing up, it was a real thing for me that my acne was really bad, and no one in my year really, or out of my friendship group, to me, didn't feel like they had it as bad as me. They probably did, and some of them probably had it a lot worse, but in my mind, mine was horrendous and it just got worse. And there wasn't anything really out there that I could kind of confide in and read about, and I suppose it was in the times that YouTube wasn't a massive thing back then. But yeah, so I thought I'd just share my story with you, or share my kind of journey this time round. So Roaccutane, as I said, it is an antibiotic. It is really high dosage, so much so that you cannot get pregnant on this antibiotic, and you can't take it whilst pregnant. If you do take it, it can cause abnormalities in the fetus. So you do have to be on a contraception to go on these tablets. This is a whole nother story, but I don't get on with many contraceptions. I am actually on the coil now to have this dose of Roaccutane. But yeah, you do need to be on contraception. And each month you go to the hospital, see the dermatologist or the clinic or wherever it is. You see the dermatologist. Because it is such a high dosage, obviously you can't get pregnant. So every month when you go and see your dermatologist for a little update and get your next prescription, they do perform a pregnancy test on you. As long as that comes back negative, then obviously they'll prescribe you the next dose. That's a real big, massive kind of thing that they make sure you're aware of. It can also change the fats in your blood and kind of cause high cholesterol, heart attacks, things like that. So each month you also have a blood test as well, just to make sure that you're not going to be prone to any of those. Also, there's a lot of bad press in and around Roaccutane. A lot of the people kind of, when you say it to them, they're like, oh, isn't that what killed the boy and so, and isn't that what the girl killed herself over? One of the side effects of Roaccutane is depression, and it has been known in some articles that some people have taken their own lives whilst on Roaccutane. This is kind of, it obviously has kind of done that to people, but as long as you have that open communication with your dermatologist, there's no reason for you to kind of manage that. I was talking to my dermatologist today about it, and he said there's a girl that he's treating at the moment who does feel quite depressed on it, and all he's done is just lower the dosage of Roaccutane and given her another antibiotic to work alongside it, and it's worked really well. So as long as you're open and the people around you that you are living with or that see you on a day-to-day basis are aware of what you're taking, and if they can see any changes and they can express that to you freely, then you should be okay. But again, not all drugs are good for everyone. I mean, it'd just be trial and error. But for myself, last time I was on it, I didn't experience anything. Also, because it does dry up your skin and kind of reduce your pores, and it does cause a lot of dryness. People find that their hair goes quite dry, lips go dry, inside your nose goes dry mouth, constantly thirsty. From memory, I don't think I had too many problems last time. I know my face was very dry in the morning, so I'd kind of exfoliate most days. And sometimes I couldn't wear makeup, but I was okay with that because I knew I was on the path to kind of my skin getting better. Inside of my nose was really dry. I suffered with a few nosebleeds just because it did get quite dry, and I did have dry lips as well, but nothing that Vaseline couldn't sort out. And again, it is for such a small period of time that I can kind of deal with that. So I got my Roaccutane today. I'm going to be started on 30ml, hence why they're in two different parts. It's got 10mg and 20mg. I'm going to be on this for the next month. He did say we'll see how it goes when I see him next time, and then if I need to, I can up it to possibly 40, but that can all just happen as and when. My skin, sod's law, when I went into the dermatologist today, my skin isn't that bad. I haven't actually got any active spots at the moment. There's a few kind of under the surface, but apparently some of these what look like scars are actually active spots. But last week my skin was horrendous, had some really big boils. I mean, there's a video that I put up not so long ago, you can see one of them in there. I just wanted to kind of do this as an introduction to my kind of Roaccutane series, playlist, whatever. I'm going to be doing kind of updates of how my skin is, how it's going, kind of side effects that I've had, what kind of are the best products that I'm using for the side effects, like Vaselines, moisturisers, hydrators, things like that. And also, because it does change the texture of your skin and the kind of how your skin is, I'll be doing different kind of makeup, like best foundations to use, best concealers to use, etc as well. So just really kind of documenting my journey, kind of doing like a diary entry, just so I can see it for myself as well, and also just if there's anyone out there that has got acne who has heard of Roaccutane and maybe heard some really bad things and wants to kind of see the positive side of Roaccutane, then that's what I'm hoping to do. So yeah, just a quick, short, sweet video. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I hope this is useful to some people out there. If it's just one person, that's great. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of my Roaccutane journey, then don't forget to subscribe. Speak soon. Bye.